Okay, so I'm going to do a video on WordPress and the websites that we build, mainly as a handover explainer video for our own clients. I'll try and make it evergreen, but as the time of recording, it's the middle of the year in 2024, and this is how we build our website. So we build our websites on WordPress, and then we use a front-end builder called Elementor. So I'm going to go ahead and log in here. Now, what we'll first see is a dashboard that'll look something like this. And all of these different tiles are going to be from the plugins that we've used. And each website might have slightly different plugins. So WordPress is a CMS, content management system. And then what we usually do is we plug things in. So imagine it like your phone just comes as is, and then you start to download the apps that you like to use. It's kind of similar to that. So the main ones here, and I don't look at this too much. Sometimes we look at the notifications. A lot of the times it's them just trying to get us to leave reviews or giving us updates of the apps. Most of them are not that important. But as we can see here, we've used Elementor. So the whole site that we've used, that we build is this is the main kind of plugin that we use. And we can kind of go into all of these. We do the blog posts and the pages. We build them in here. But let's say with the pages, we have got, okay, so let's just go with web design, which was one of the first pages that we built on our own website. Web design Gold Coast, so we can see this here. Now I can either click this here. If I click edit, it's going to take me to the original way of building this, which is not how we're using it, right? So right here we've got a button in the middle, but basically we can either click this button and that's going to take us to the page. This is another plugin below that's an SEO plugin. So this page kind of might look slightly different for yours, but for making any edits to the main pages, we can either do it through this way by going pages and then edit with Elementor, and that's going to kick me over. Or once we're already logged in, we can just go to the front end of the page of what everyone else is seeing, and then we can actually, just a second, now that I've logged in, see now we can see this along the top. Because we're logged in on another tab, we can see this along the top. And the benefit of this is you can quickly get to the page that you want to make an edit to this way. So if I was to do this, I would click this edit with Elementor, just clicking the button here, and it's going to open up this same page. So the next thing is probably just explaining how this actually works. So with Elementor, basically it's built up of all of these different containers. So every single container, when I click it, we can see that it's grabbed a section. Within that container is other containers and broken down further and further. So the more, as I go deeper and deeper into this, and then I can click them, I can see what I've actually grabbed. So you can play around and tweak with these things if you like. As we can see here, if I wanted to pull another heading in, I could pull a heading in. And you just got to make sure that you drag it to the right spot. And then there's actual styling of how you want that to go. For now, we might just remove that. And there is a cool little trick if you do accidentally, take this to the wrong spot and it completely breaks everything. We do have a little history thing here. We can just go back to this, which is pretty cool. So most people, if they are going to edit things, are probably just going to be slight little content edits. So you can click into any of these and make your edits yourself. You can change the images if you like. As we can see here, if I could choose an image, let's say I change the image to this other one. And there it is there. So that's pretty cool. Another thing that's probably worth mentioning straight away is the responsive mode. So you might have noticed it looks slightly different on the mobile. Well, we can actually grab the mobile version here as well. So that's pretty much the basics of editing. And if you do want to get further and further into it, then there's a lot more videos on the internet, and you can look them up around Elementor editing. Or if you know if you can't quite figure out the exact thing that you're trying to change, you might just punch it into Google or YouTube. How do I, resize this or add that? But basically, you're going to find everything you need within here. And I'll just return that again. And if you do make any changes, they're going to be, it's going to prompt you to update them before you leave this page. That's probably enough for this front end builder right now. Maybe one other thing is a quick look at the SEO. So this is the SEO plugin that we used, and we can see that it does give us a few little tips on improving our SEO if we have one main keyword that we're going after. So we've got web design Gold Coast. Probably better if I had have put website design Gold Coast. And that is fine for now. Actually, I'm just going to leave that. So I'm not going to update it. What I'm going to do is get out of this now. I'm going to go exit. That's going to take us back into this main dashboard. Now, if you are doing blogs, blogs are usually, if you just want to, create a new post, it's going to be in the posts, right? And usually we would have, if we did have a blog already created for you, we should have already designed the template. And with this one, we can just do a blog post directly on this page here to start with. Sam's example blog. Right, so if I do this, and I can just continue to write this, I can even add images in here directly. So again, let's just say we're putting this in here. Testing again. Okay, now what we can do is we can preview it. So I'll just save the draft, so it hasn't been posted yet. And preview. So as we can see, this is already a template, and it's put it in here with the share buttons, with the written by and the published on which is pretty cool. Now we'll just come back to this. So I'm not going to publish this. This will just stay in all posts until I fill out anything else. So this SEO tool is really cool if you are trying to get things ranking for. As we can see here, marketing plan for custom home builders is a SEO optimized blog, and there's a few cool tools in there, but probably not worth going over in this video either. So next thing we might do is jump into the plugins, and this relates to what you're going to be seeing on the left here. And all of these different things are plugins that we use on our own website. Like I mentioned a second ago with the SEO, we've got another CRM. We connect all of the inquiries into our CRM. We have our Google Business Profile reviews showing, and this is where these have all been downloaded and added. Sometimes you're going to get these update alerts, but it is good practice to read through before you actually do enable the updates in case it breaks something else. One thing we might just do is have a look in the plugin store. So imagine this is like iCloud Store, Google Store, whatever, and essentially all of these play a part in some form of optimization. So let's say that we want to create let's say we're a restaurant and we want to have a booking calendar. Right, so similar thing, we can see that it's got, they've all got reviews, they've got details. We can have a look at this. Let's just pretend this one. And it's going to give us some screenshots of what it looks like. So basically anything that you are trying to create on your site can usually be done by connecting different plugins. So probably a next level thing, but probably worth keeping in mind in the back of your head. And that's how all of these are related to all of these along the left-hand side. That's probably it. I've gone over 10 minutes here, so I think that's enough to kind of give you a bit of an update of how everything comes together. And if you do have any further questions after you've played around in your own account, please let me know. Alrighty, thank you.